In this lesson, you're going to learn how to insert a chart into a PowerPoint presentation. Sometimes a chart is a better way to communicate, especially when we're talking about numbers or numerical data. You should also see some similarities between the chart in PowerPoint and the one you did with Excel. In fact, when we do a PowerPoint chart, we also actually open up an Excel spreadsheet, and I'll show you how that works here in just a second. But let's go ahead and open up a blank screen, PowerPoint, and you can put a theme in later, but let's go ahead and get started on this. The title is going to be Shark Attacks 2015. And down here in our subtitle, we're going to put Did you know? There were 59 shark attacks in the U.S. in 2015. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little darker so you can see it. Okay, now the other thing we want to do with this presentation is let's go ahead and put a little picture in here. Let's use Google Images. Some of you already know how to do that, but let's kind of review that. If you'll go to Google Images, find a lot of pictures in there, and you can go ahead and search. You'll see that it looks very much like a Google search, except it says images. I'm going to go ahead and put in great white. And I get plenty of choices of some great whites to put in. You can pick whatever one you want. I think I'm going to pick this one here. First thing you want to do is put the image on your computer. So you're going to right click, save image as. Make sure you put it in a location where you can find it, like we've been saying for several weeks now. Okay, I just put it on my desktop. And then when I go back to my presentation, I'm going to go to Insert, Picture, go to the location where I saved it. That's why it's a good idea to give it a name that it has some meaning. I'm also going to go up here to Picture Styles. I'm going to put a little frame around it. There's several that you could use. I think I'll use that one. All right, so I've got a title page. This is called the title page. It introduces what my presentation is going to be about. And on slide 2 is where we're going to actually put the chart. So let's go to Insert. I'm sorry, let's go back here to Home. Forgot New Slide. And let's just do a blank slide for slide number 2. All right, let's go to Insert and let's put a text box. And let's make our size about 60. And we're going to title this Shark Attacks by State. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a pie chart that's going to have the shark attacks frequency in 2015 by state. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to Insert, Chart, Scroll down here, and I'm going to use the exploded pie. Okay, and you're going to notice something happens here. It's going to open up a spreadsheet on the right side. It's going to kind of split the screen. This is where I'm going to put my data, and then it will automatically update the chart over here on the left. So here's how it works. First of all, we're not talking about sales, but we're talking about shark attacks in 2015. So we want to change that little title there. All right, instead of first quarter, we're going to put the states that had shark attacks during 2015. Now I'm going to give you a handout for this, but we've got Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, resize my columns, Hawaii, California, Texas, New York, and Mississippi. Okay, and this little, let me get rid of that. All right, now, Florida had the most, 30. North Carolina had 8. South Carolina had 8. Hawaii, 7. Notice on the left side, as you enter this information, you can see your chart is automatically adjusting. Texas, 2. New York and Mississippi, 1. Okay, so I can go ahead and close that right now. And let's take a look at my my labels here. I may need to make a little adjustment here. Okay. And something else I want to do is my chart layout. I like to have those percentages listed in there. Actually, that's the one I like the best. So now you have something, rather than just some numbers thrown at your audience, you've got a graphical representation of the numbers. And it's easy now to see that Florida was far and away had the most shark attacks. So one last thing we're going to do before you go ahead and send this. So let's go back to design and go ahead and pick a theme. Pick whatever theme you want. And I want you to notice that when you change your theme, it may also change your chart. So you may want to look around at some themes just to kind of pick the one you like, because it does have a tendency to readjust what your chart's going to look like. And if you don't want to pick a theme for this, I'm okay with that today. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that. My title page, I kind of like the dark color. And then when it goes to slide 2, it's kind of lighter. So that's it. You can go ahead and name this the lesson number, or if you want to name it charts, that's fine. But go ahead and save this and send it, and and that's all there is. Bye.